Every family has secrets. Some just call it loyalty. But have you noticed that the exact moment you stopped being the keeper, the whole family system started to shake? They might have called you betrayer, ungrateful, or just difficult. But there is another name for what you are. You are the truth taker. And for the first time in your life, you are finally, truly free. We've processed the body's alarm and we've sat with the heart's grief. Today, we are closing out chapter 6 by looking at the freedom that's waiting for you when you are no longer the one holding up the wall. When you stop keeping the secret, you are effectively resigning from a job you never even applied for. And I need you to be prepared. The management of the family is not going to be happy with your resignation. See, when the peacekeeper stops absorbing all that tension, the conflict that was always there finally becomes visible. When the strong one puts down the load, the structural cracks in the family foundation finally show. This collapse isn't your fault. It's just the natural result of honesty entering a system that depended on denial to stay upright. Your freedom begins the second you realize you were never the glue, you were the hostage. You were never responsible for the family's peace. You were only responsible for their comfort at the expense of your own. Letting the pieces fall where they may is actually the most honest thing you can do for a broken system. You are choosing to be an individual instead of just a function of the family's hiding. That shaking you hear, that's just the sound of the truth finally making room for itself. Think about this. What happens to your life when you stop spending 80% of your emotional energy on not saying, on not showing, and not knowing? You get that 80% back. It's like discovering a secret bank account filled with all of your own vitality. Suddenly you have the bandwidth to dream, the clarity to set real boundaries, and the capacity to build relationships that aren't based on masking or performing fine all the time. The truth taker lives in a completely different world than the keeper. In this new landscape, you don't have to check the room before you speak. You don't have to edit your history to make it palatable for everyone else. You get to be a whole person. Someone with a past that finally makes sense and a future that is actually yours to write. This freedom is quiet, it's steady, and it's irreversible. You've moved from being a secret bearer to being a truth liver. You aren't just healing anymore. You're finally, for the first time, actually living. The truth didn't break the family. It just revealed what was already broken. And now you're free to build something that's actually whole. We have come so far in this series. We've seen the past, we've grieved the losses, and we've survived the shift. In our final chapter, we're going to look at the finish line. We're going to talk about living as a pattern breaker and how to stay free in a world that still loves its silence. Here's your affirmation. It is physical and verbal. I want you to literally take one physical step forward right where you are. It's a move from the past into the now. And as you take that physical step, say these words with me. I am the truth taker. I am no longer the keeper. I am not responsible for the discomfort my honesty causes. I claim my energy back from the silence. I am whole, I am visible, and I am free. My life belongs to me now. This is Family Secrets. The wall is down, and you're still standing. That's the miracle. Before we go, I want you to sit with this. What is the first thing you want to do with all that energy you've been using to keep the secret? What does your freedom look like in one single small action today. Don't overthink it. Just feel it. I'll see you in the final chapter.